Hi guys, my name is Pete and this is Trading Kitchen. We are Monday, so like every Monday, let's start with a weekly review, looking for some good opportunities to trade during this week. As usual, let's start with S&P, and on S&P, as we said last week, we were bullish. So price uh, keep on breaking all the highs, then started a huge bearish movement. Okay, breaking all the lows. Okay, so we probably keep on being on a bearish momentum, but as I told you last week, I won't be bearish on a long time overview until I see the price closing below this buyer zone. Okay, this buyer imbalance, which is the last one that we have, as you see from this huge bullish momentum. So what does it mean? That here there are a lot of volumes that now are probably all mitigated, as you can see from this candle, from this pin bar. What does this pin bar suggest? This is a huge rejection from the zone. So price tried to break the support, to break the zone and go down, but it was not able to, and try several times, as you can see, 1, 2, 3 from this weeks. Okay, so what does it mean? That now price will probably retest again the zone, but before retesting needs to grab the liquidity. Okay, new liquidity to finally try to break the zone yet again. Okay, so what does it mean? In my personal opinion, obviously we cannot fail to consider this huge bearish momentum. Okay, but probably price this week is going to retest the trend line. Okay, to grab all the liquidity that he needs to try to break again this zone. Okay, so I won't be bullish in this week, during this week. Okay, I won't be surprised if we will see price making new high, to be honest. Okay, maybe not this week, maybe next week. Okay, but I expect the price here. Or scenario number 2, price will retest the 75 and the trend line and go down. This is will be a clear signal of weakness. The second one after this big impulse. Okay, so this will mean that we were bearish. Okay, definitely. Same thing for NASDAQ. Even if on NASDAQ the situation is, I mean, the point of view, the technical point of view, is a little bit more bearish, just because we have this buyer imbalance. Sorry, this buyer imbalance that is already broken. Okay, price closed below. Okay, and retested. Obviously, also in NASDAQ, we have this pin bar that suggests that probably price uh, tried to break the zone but was not able to. And if you see on a weekly time frame, we probably have the same situation. I mean, the same signal that we have on S&P. So as you can see, price tried to break, sorry, the buyer zone, but was not able to. And the price, we have this huge rejection. Okay, so as on S&P, this suggests us that price will probably came back on this zone to retest it and grab all the liquidity. Okay, so same scenario also for NASDAQ. I want to see price here. Okay, and trying to grab the liquidity. And as I told, as I said for S&P, probably a new high. Okay, maybe not this week, maybe next week, but it will not surprise me, to be honest. EURGBP, we are we are on Forex. This zone, let's see on daily point of view, and we see the first signal of strength. Okay, I personally want to see a new minimum, a new low. Okay, so here, and then a new signal of strength retested, and to go up, to go looking for a new to looking for breaking this trend line. USDCAD, we are price retested this zone which we have this week, so it means that here we have a huge amount of volumes. We have new highs, but now probably price will retest to looking for to breathe and taking some liquidity and finally break this high. But USDCAD, if we see on a very long perspective, okay, we have this huge momentum downtrend, signal of strength here, breaking these highs, this highs, okay, and this high, and we have a correction here, but probably will be not enough to take all the volumes, to have all the volumes that need to finally go breaking all these highs. So to be honest, price will probably move also here around 75 in the next weeks. Okay, so for this week we are bearish. Okay, when price will reach this zone, we will keep monitor this pair. Okay, because it will be a very important, a very key time moment, and let's see what it will be. USD Japanese yen, we were bearish, bullish, and we will keep to be bullish. Okay, we also have this channel. Okay, maybe here we have also 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we are on an Elliott theory here. So let me draw it for you. Don't remember where is the yes, here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if I remember, yes, here there is a very, very huge zone from which all this impulse started on 2017. So if we take a fixed range, sorry, from here to here, we have this range. Okay, so this zone, and probably, yes, probably fit perfectly here. Okay, so watch out. We have to be very careful about when price will reach the zone and test again this trend line, because it will be very, very huge signal. Okay, that we can short, and here the short will be very, very huge. Okay, so in terms of risk reward ratio, we could see price here. Okay, just an update of Microsoft and Apple, which is two stocks that we saw last week. So if you remember, we short more or less here the first time, and here with this breakout. And I told you that I want to see the price reaching this zone, but now we have this huge bullish momentum here, because price, as in S&P and NASDAQ, rejecting this zone. Okay, so probably the scenario now was a little bit changed. Here in Microsoft is not so clear, but on Apple, as you can see, he is pretty much clear. Okay, so we have also this huge gap, and probably now I'm not in the market. I close the position on break even, so no profit, but just because I had here, this is my original my original trade, and as price reached 1-1 risk reward ratio, so I was here more or less. I moved the stop loss to break even and to entry, and so on Friday, hit the price hit the stop loss, and anyway. But now, to be honest, let's keep monitor all the stocks, because probably the price will reach this zone again, and then we will see. Okay, that's this is everything for this week. I will keep monitoring everything, and I will tell you possible entries in on intraday perspective, above all on S&P and NASDAQ in my Discord group. So join the Discord group that I will share in the description below on Tube, and so that's pretty much it. Enjoy the week and see you next video. Thank you guys. Bye.